I had the best week in Idaho for a Symetra event. It is so awesome. I cannot believe it. So we ended up getting to this event a little bit earlier. I played 9 holes the night that we got there, which was Saturday, and then ended up playing 27 holes on Sunday, and just got the most practice I have at an event for a long time. At the beginning of the week, I ended up going on a hike on Lake Coeur d'Alene. The views were amazing. We got there super early. That way we can take some nice pictures and video. So it was nice to kind of get away, because that was honestly only the first time I've ever been to Lake Coeur d'Alene, which is crazy to be from Idaho and never actually go there. It was nice to kind of relax and have a good time before the tournament actually started. So the official week started on Tuesday, which we had our first official practice round on Tuesday. And let me tell you, the course was in the best shape starting on Tuesday. The greens were rolling super nice. Everybody was able to get in some really nice practice. And then on Wednesday was the Pro-Am. I had the best group. They just were super nice, super funny. I've known them forever. I've played in many events with them, like scrambles and all that stuff. It was just a super fun round. Not your typical Pro-Am that I usually have. So then Thursday, it was just a practice day for me. All my family ended up coming in on Thursday. Was the first time that everybody has gotten to come out and watch since going to Texas Tech, and the Symetra Tour is mainly East Coast, with this being the first event on the west side. A lot of my friends and family got to come out and watch, so that just made this whole week and whole event so much better. So Friday, the first day of the tournament, I wouldn't say nervous. I was super excited because the event is in my home state. A lot of people are cheering for me, and just the whole tournament in general just felt so uplifting and positive, and I couldn't believe it. You know, a tournament in Idaho, right? So Friday I ended up shooting 3 under. I just felt like I was getting my groove, getting my stride, and ultimately felt really good about the first day. I think I was only 3 strokes behind after the first day. So, second day, I ended up shooting 4 under, which was 1 better than the first day. But the only downfall I could say what happened that day was I ended up 3-putting on the last 2 holes to shoot 4 under, so I could have had 6 under. But to be 7 under for the first 2 days wasn't too bad. You know, I'll take it. So, after that round, we were 4 strokes behind the lead. So it was a little tough to swallow, just because I felt like being 2 behind the lead would have helped rather than being 4. But coming down to the last day, I don't know, this whole morning just felt good, and I was ready to go out and play some good golf, give it a good run at it to win, and everything felt like it was kind of falling my way. It was a weird situation. So Jared and I, we just told each other, you know, we're going to go out, we are going to play as hard as we can and see what happens, which we did. We capitalized on every opportunity that we could. This day was just like spectacular. So 15 was drivable, which I drove it over the green, ended up missing a birdie putt. I think that would have taken me to 14. So if I would have birdied that hole, it would have taken me to 14, but missed it, right? Coming down to 16. Missed the green left, but I almost chipped in. I mean, it was just right there. So still at 13, I get to hole 17. And 17 and 18, I feel like are the hardest holes out there. 17 is kind of this like shoot hole where you have to get it like in this tiny fairway. And I ended up, well, let's start on the tee box. So I told Jared before we started, I said, at a certain point, I don't want to look at the scoreboard at all. I just want to play golf, shoot my lowest score, whatever. But then I said, if it comes down to the end and I need to make a birdie, or I need to do something, or I need to change my mentality to, push the pedal down a little bit further or take it off. And it came down to 17, and I said, where are we sitting? And he said, well, we need a birdie. And I said, okay, well, where is it at? So we kept bickering back and forth trying to figure out what I needed to do. And he said, ultimately, somebody's in at 14 and you're at 13. We need to birdie either both or one of these holes. And I said, okay. I tried to this drive on 17 was kind of tight and just didn't really feel good. So I ended up pulling it left into the trees, but had the best angle at the pin you probably could have asked for. So I think we were like 100 yards or 112 yards from the pin, and leaves me about 10, 12 feet for birdie. So that's the putt I leave short, and that stung a lot. Because I was hoping I'd go birdie, to get a one-shot lead coming in, but I didn't, so I parred that hole. Next hole, 18. This is the good stuff. So, 18, I bomb a drive down there. It's 141 yards to the pin. But I'm feeling jacked. I'm feeling pumped. I'm feeling the adrenaline. And we were thinking, okay, it's 9. The club is 9. But I think we have to hit pitching wedge because of how I'm feeling. So Jared and I were like, okay, let's hit pitching wedge. I ended up I threw this shot up there pin high, and it was probably 18, 20 feet. And I kid you not, my heart was just pounding out of my chest. Pounding out of my chest. Even Jared was like feeling the nerves and all that. I mean, it was all there. This whole feeling was just spectacular. So I'm standing over this putt, and nothing's really going through my head. I just kind of tunneled, or what is it called? Zoned in on this putt. And it just felt perfect. It just rolled right in the hole. The crowd goes wild. Because everybody there, I feel like, was kind of rallying behind me, just being from Idaho, and just the whole, I don't know, atmosphere around that 18 green was just, it gives you chills. It just makes you feel so good. But anyway, after that hole, I made birdie, got it to minus 14. At that point, I was tied for the lead. There were, I believe, 4 groups behind me that still needed to come in, and there were some birdieable holes, like 15. So we didn't know what we were going to do, if we were going to be able to stay in the lead or not. But ultimately we didn't, and finished tied for 3rd. But with that being my highest finished and my lowest score as a professional, it felt like I was on cloud 9. I am so happy with what happened, and the feedback that I got from my home state, and the love and the positivity. It ultimately felt like I won the event, just because all of the good feedback, and I loved it. I absolutely loved this whole tournament in Idaho. At the end of the week, all I gotta say is thank you to my sponsor Amarant and Nike, N7. You guys are my family. You guys push me to chase my dream, to get better, and to have you guys behind me, it's all I could ever ask for. So thank you guys to my sponsors, Symetra Tour. Thank you everybody that was there at the event. All of the love, really is what I need to call it. It was just amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better event. So thank you all. Thank you to everybody that followed along that week. It was amazing. So anyway, thank you for listening, and I hope you guys like, subscribe. I hope you guys stick around because I hope there's more to come. But anyway, see you guys.